piggies, I brought the hose. I'm gonna fill up your water. You guys definitely drink a lot. Just filled up your water this morning. It is a lot of yous in there though. There you go, guys. There's your water, there's your dinner. Guys, they're a bunch of cuties. Okay, now we're gonna go check on the 3 little girls that we have in the little milking shed. We'll see how they're doing. Dan said this morning they were still in there, so thankfully they didn't get out. Hi, lover boy. Hi, guys. How you doing? Stormy and Vinny. Which, you see all these chickens? Got all these here, and they're all scattered around. A majority of them are leaving tonight. Somebody said they wanted old chickens. So I said, I have old chickens. And then I had a couple more people message me. So somebody is coming for the old hens tonight. And someone else is coming for all the roosters that we want to get rid of tomorrow. So everything is leaving on this side of the farm, except for our new pullets and Pretty Girl. But everything else is leaving other than our new pullets. So we'll only have the hens and roosters from the other side of the farm, which I think we have 17 chickens over there. 17 hens and 2 roosters. So that is more than enough for our family. Plus our new pullets we have, I think we got four new pullets. And then we'll hatch out more eggs next spring. Hello, little ladies. You drank all your water today. Still scared. I got your water, got your food. Guys are a bunch of little scaredy cats. Here. There's some food for you. Michael cleaned it out. Yeah, Michael cleaned the chicken coop out today. Didn't he do a nice job? Yeah. Looks good. Yeah. It will be nice downsizing the chickens because we do not feed our chickens in the summertime. We feed them in the wintertime. We'll give them a big feeder full of food. But in the summertime, we just throw them some food while we're feeding the other animals. They forage for all their food. They forage for their food. They clean up after the animals. So like the animals drop feed on the ground, they clean that up. They scratch in the animal poop. They get all the corn out of there and every bug they want to ever eat. So we don't feed our chickens in the summertime. But now in the wintertime, we had to fill up feeders for them because they can't forage for their food like they can in the summer because all the bugs are dead. And I mean, all of these hens are old. They're not laying anymore. And we have way too many roosters. So the guy said he will take as many roosters as we have or want to get rid of. So that will be nice because the roosters definitely ain't doing anything for us. So that'll definitely cut down on work for winter and cut down on the feed bill. So the farm is downsizing just before winter. I'm happy. So we'll see how many of these piggies I can sell at the swap, if I sell any. I'm excited. We were gonna process our old hens and roosters, but this saves us so much time. That is so time consuming, having to pluck feathers. We do have a chicken plucker, a feather plucker, but having to kill chickens and pluck them and gut them and everything else, it is so time consuming, and I really do not have time to do that. We have to butcher a lot of pigs. So I'd much rather process pigs than process chickens. So this is gonna save us a whole lot of work, a whole lot of time, and it'll give us a little more money. Not a lot, they're old hens. And it is drizzling a little bit. I wish it was raining harder and gonna rain more. There is a chance of rain like every day this week, but it's not a really big chance. But I'm hoping we get rain because the creek is drying up. The pig creek is drying up, but they still got nice little puddles of water to wallow in and drink. Now, I did see that there is a walnut tree on the other side of the creek that is loaded with walnuts. We have quite a few walnut trees here, but they don't give us any walnuts. At my grandparents' farm, you would look up in the walnut trees and there would be just loaded with walnuts, tons of walnuts. But our trees, you look up in them and there's no walnuts at all. I don't know if they're too old or what, but I did find a tree that is loaded with walnuts. So I'm gonna go try to mow under it so we can gather up the walnuts and hopefully harvest them and get some walnuts to eat. Look at who it is, came to see me. I was just mowing right here. You guys come to visit.
Yeah, let's see if we can get through here.
Yeah, the creek is getting really dry. Yeah. Which, more exciting news, I did not say, they are coming to start our driveway on Sunday. So 2 more days. 2 more days, and they're gonna start fixing our driveway. Isn't that exciting? Are you excited? I'm excited.
Oh, yeah.
Our driveway is
Pretty bad shape.
pretty bad shape. There's beautiful Belle coming to see what we're doing. Here comes all the ladies. Did you miss me? Oh, she looks grouchy. Oh
Yeah,
my goodness.
I think her tooth is about...
She looks so grouchy. Oh, baby.
She was falling asleep as I was walking down all the bumps.
She got some food on her face and on her little shirt. Poor baby. You're not having fun with Daddy inside.
Nope.
Oh. Well, I accidentally broke the mower. Somehow.
I mean, there's just a lot of grass on there.
Is it broken?
I don't know.
I mean, I didn't think I hit anything. It'd just be long grass, but I've been mowing it on the highest setting.
Yeah, no, I don't.
And all I wanted was walnuts, and I didn't even get them. But hopefully it's just a quick fix if you can check and see what's going on under there. And she fell asleep. You fixed it for me?
Yep.
So,
Can you guess what it was?
what was it?
Big old glob of grass. That big pile right there.
Man, that stopped it from working.
Yeah, I couldn't spin it by hand. Once I pulled all that out, now it's free.
Wow.
So I'm gonna fill up that tire and then you're good to go.
Well, thankfully it was just a quick fix. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it. Now I can still go down and try to get my walnuts.
Yep.
Tomorrow.
Good morning, Earl. Good morning, Maggie. She gets so jealous. She does not want me talking to Earl. Gets so jealous. Good morning, noisy boy. Up there barking. Sorry, I don't know who you are. You all look the same. I'd have to see your collar. Good morning, everybody. It was a long night. The guy came, it was after 10 o'clock. He came to get those chickens, but they are gone. All of our old hens are gone. Seriously, how lucky are we that we were able to get rid of all of our old hens and someone actually paid us money for them? I mean, they were old. Some of them were from 2 houses ago. So they traveled with us 4 hours to get out here, and then they moved with us again to this house. So they were definitely old. I think some of them were probably 5 years old. But he took them 25 hens, and then somebody's coming today at noon. We have 13, I think hubby counted 13 roosters. So they'll be coming and getting all those roosters that we do not need, and that will leave us 3 roosters because Michael wanted to keep 1. And then we're keeping the 2 in this coop. So, and that'll leave us over 30 hens. We're still gonna have over 30 hens between our good hens over here where we get most of our eggs. And then we have pullets over there from last spring that we hatched out and this spring's pullets. So we're still gonna have over 30 hens, 3 roosters, which is good. You're supposed to have 1 rooster for every 10 hens. So it'll be a good number of chickens for us. We just had too many. And now we don't have to worry about feeding them all winter long for chickens that aren't going to lay eggs for us. and a bunch of roosters that were doing absolutely nothing for us. Good morning, beautiful ladies. I'll get you your breakfast. Oh my. There you go, my beautiful ladies. Good morning, boys. What did you do last night? You moved your water trough. Why did you do that? Now hubby's gonna have to come out and move it back. Because I checked it last night and they still had some water in it. But I knew we were gonna have to fill it up this morning, but they decided to use it as a toy. And I cannot drag that. I mean, I can, but hubby's home. We'll let him do it. He can drag it back where it needs to go and fill it up. He has his tractor tires, his old tractor tires from replacing his tires, and he wants to give the bulls one to play with because they like to play with things. They moved that hutch the whole way down the hill, and now they moved their water trough. So I don't know if they'll play with the tractor tire or not. Check on these babies. Hi, babies. These are so stinking cute. My goodness. Drank all your water last night?
Yeah, they drink water.
Little cuties. How we doing in here? Oh, so little and sweet. And then my absolute favorites, the little Brokens. Oh, they're so thirsty this morning. Good morning, piggies. How you doing? Sleep well last night? I'll get your breakfast. Get your breakfast. I think out of all these piggies, that pink one right there, he's kind of like yellow. I think he's my favorite, actually. Sorry, guys, but I don't know. He's just got a cuter face. That one right there. Good morning, pretty girl. You should feel so honored because all the old chickens left and you're still here. We did not sell Pretty Girl. We kept her here. She will live out her days on our farm until she sadly passes eventually. But 8.5 years old, you've raised every chicken on this farm. I think you have earned your keep. So, you want some breakfast? I see you have a whole bunch of grain there. You want some corn. And I don't think there is any in the shed. But let's look, see if I can find you some. Actually, I'll see if there's some chicken feed in here. What we got in here? Dog food. What we got? That's rabbit food. Sorry, pretty girl, I couldn't find any chicken food. Can't believe we don't have any chicken food. Here, you can pick the corn out of there. Sorry. Usually the other chickens eat that pellets, but apparently she don't like it. But I will tell hubby it is time to buy chicken grain. He probably didn't know we were out because we don't feed them in the summertime. Chicken grain, we feed them when we're feeding the other animals. We'll throw them some feed. So he probably did not know that we're actually out. So I'll tell him he's got to get some. Plus, it's time to start feeding them because it's getting a little cooler. There's not as many bugs. It's definitely time to start giving them that grain. But thankfully, we got rid of those other chickens just in time. Gave the piggies their grain. They always act like they're starving to death. You definitely act like you're hungry. And I think I feed them more than I've ever fed a pig before. I feed them, I'm up to 2 whole buckets of food that I'm feeding them twice a day. So they are little piggies. Good morning, boys. Michael, how was Loverboy this morning? He drank his bottle. Is that an old hen? Did we let one old hen stay? No, I think she's a chick from last year. She's a new pullet from this year. Down there ran a new pullet from this year. Good morning, guys. Good morning.
Yeah, she looks like she's from last year.
Yeah, she's last year's chick. Let's go check out these roosters. It's a whole lot of boys in there. Yep, all these boys are going except for the one you want. There's a lot of boys. Hi, handsome boys. You're leaving today. Couple more hours. Sorry, we can't let you out. But I don't need all you boys eating my grain.
Yeah.
Terrorizing all the girls. Good morning, ladies. How are we doing this morning? Michael, do you mind getting them 2 scoops of food? I know, you're probably so sad in there. Which I was gonna take them to a farm swap tomorrow morning. But last night I saw on Facebook, the Facebook page that has the farm swap, and 2 other people said they're taking piglets. One's taking Koonie Koonie and one's taking Koonie Koonie Potbelly Mix, like what I got. So I don't think I'm gonna go just because 2 other people are taking the same thing I got, and it's an hour away. So I don't really want to drive 2 hours to not sell anything. And I was going to take chickens with me too, but I sold all my chickens. So I don't got no chickens or roosters to take. And the rabbits, I looked them up and they're not 8 weeks old yet. So I can't take them. I thought they were older than they are. So all I would be able to take is the pigs. I don't have anything else to take with me. So I don't think I'm going to go. I just don't want to drive 2 hours to not sell anything. But I'm going to leave them locked up because in another week there is another market and I'm going to take them there. You guys trying to get fish? Creek is definitely drying up. It's getting really low. But this is the perfect time for them to fix our driveway since it's so low. But it's crazy how much this dried up. Feels like in not a very long time. But look, do you see that? Hubby has pointed it out to me. Right there. Right there. You see that right there? Right there's all of our driveway rocks. They just washed there on a big pile. So I don't know when they come if they can get them out of the creek or... I don't know. But right there's our driveway. It's right there. And right here. It washed. So yeah. But it'll be nice. They're going to start working on it tomorrow morning. I'm excited to have a fixed driveway because that driveway is terrible. I hate having people drive through it because there's such a big hole in the creek. It's just, it is time to be fixed. So I started mowing over here last night. I mowed this part. I told hubby I really want to come down here and clean up under this tree. This is my favorite tree on the entire farm. And I measured it and it's 230 some years old. But the thing that really bothers me is all these little trees growing in it. All these little trees, and that one right there is pretty big. So I want to cut these down. I don't want them growing in my tree. I'm afraid they're gonna eventually choke it out, or I don't. The bigger they get, the harder it's gonna be to cut them down that they don't hurt my branches. So I want to come down and clean this out so bad. But I mowed over here. I didn't get to finish because I got to mow like all this stuff. And I'd like to bring the weed eater down too. But I think it is insane. Like, look, the tree's all the way over there. And look at how the branch comes all the way over here. I mean, that sycamore branch is, I mean, look at that. It comes, I bet you it's 40 feet long at least. I mean, I'm not really good with measuring though, but I mean, that is a long branch. And then not even this branch, but I want to mow in here too. I just didn't get to finish last night. That tree needs to come down. But look at that branch over there. It goes the whole way across the creek, almost to the other side. It is insane. But like, this tree needs to come down. I want it all cleared out except for my big sycamore tree because I love it so much. And then this needs to come down here before any cows come over because this here's a buckeye. You can see right there is poisonous nuts. But I started mowing over here so we could get to our walnut tree. And there it is. Look at all them walnuts. Look at all them. Aren't they beautiful? But, I mean, the weeds over here were taller than I am, so you definitely didn't want to come over But look, there's a walnut we can get to now. There's walnuts. And then as soon as they fall down, we can get them too.
No way.
Yeah, they're all dried up. You're not going to eat them. Grapes. But yeah, this whole bank, we're going to be cleaning this whole bank out. We're going to be putting a fence in here. Fence this in for hopefully next year. So I'm excited. I'm starting mowing over here. I'd like to mow the whole thing out so it looks nice for winter time. And there's trash all along here too that we're going to have to clean up. There's trash there, there's trash up there because people are a bunch of hogs. And then our property line is these big old sycamore trees. There's another one. So right there. And that goes the whole way up. And then there's another big old sycamore tree, which has a little tree growing beside it, which needs cut down too, because it's growing up in my tree. Needs to come down. This one's half dead. This one needs to come down too. It's dead. And then these right here are big old sycamore trees that fell over. There's two of them, 1, 2, and they're still growing, so they need cut down too. But we've been working on it. You can see that we started clearing out on the other side of the creek. I mowed it all down. We have a big pile of brush there. Hubby's gonna set up the wood chipper. We're gonna chip that up. But this was weeds taller than me a couple weeks ago. And me, Dan, and the kids came down and cleared it out. Sorry, I did not record it. It's hard to record sometimes when you're doing work like that. And we just didn't have a whole lot of time and wanted to get done as much as we could. So we still have more work to do on that side. And I still want to come over here and mow and weed eat. We got a lot of weed eating to do. But thankfully, it's the end of summer. So when we weed eat, we'll be done for the year. And we won't have to do it again. And then over here, hopefully this winter we can put up a fence so that the cows can be in here. And I won't have to mow it next year because the cows will keep it down. They do an amazing job at keeping the property cleared out. And we definitely need to weed eat around the bridge. Definitely got more grown up than I would have liked. But I just did not have as much time to do stuff this year as I did last year. With having the baby, I did not get to come out and chop down trees and weed eat like I did last year. Last year, we got a lot done. Me and the kids, we cleared out a lot of trees, did a lot of weed eating, but everything takes time. We'll get it done eventually. But that's all for today, and I will see you later. Hi, boys. Hi, Vinny. Did you guys like your breakfast? Hi, Lover Boy. Hi, Stormy. Man, Lover Boy, I can tell. I can pick out the jerseys in this field. Jersey, Jersey. You could just tell the way they look. These look like a bunch of jerseys, except for these two.